Now, one of the toughest concepts that we might come across on the regions is quadratic applications, because they require you to create equations and variables. So we're going to look at a multiple choice and a short answer question. Now this one says a rectangle has an area of 24. So we're going to use area of a rectangle, and I know many of you know this already, but area is going to be length times width. And it says the width is 5 less than the length. So we're going to have variables. The length is x, and 5 less than length would be x minus 5. Now it says they want the length in units of the rectangle. So the area is 24, length is x, and width is x minus 5. We're multiplying that. So we got a lot of work to do right here. But it's not going to be impossible. We're going to get through it. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to distribute one of our common properties that we use. So x times x would be x squared, and x times negative 5 would be negative 5x. And this equals 24. Next step, we have to get all of our terms near this x squared term. So we're going to subtract 24 on both sides. And I'm going to be careful not to combine it with something that I shouldn't. So on this side we have 0, and then we have x squared minus 5x minus 24. I'm going to move my work over here to the right. It's squared, it has 3 terms, we got to factor it. So we're going to factor this. First it'll be x and x. Now we need a pair of numbers that's going to multiply to give us negative 24 and add to give us negative 5. So I'll put my factors for 24 over here. And you probably know most of them. 8 and 3, 6 and 4, 2 and 12, and 1 and 24. So quite a number of pairs. Now the only way I'm going to get a 5 is with 8 and 3 though. So 8 and 3 are going to be my numbers. Now because I want a negative 5 with 8 and 3, my bigger number is going to have to be negative. Negative 8, positive 3. That means that x is going to be the opposites, 8 or negative 3. Now it can't be negative 3 because we can't have a measurement as a negative number. So that makes our length 8 and our width 3. But our question says they want the length, so that means for that answer we're going to have 8. But also notice that they have 3 there staring you in the face. Now the next one says the contractor needs 54 square feet of brick to construct a rectangular walkway. So square feet refers to area. So another area question. So we're going to have to use length times width again, because we're using a rectangular walkway. It says the length is 15 feet more than the width. So for this one, if width is x, similar to the last one, length is going to be x plus 15. They want us to give us an equation, and then we got to find out the length and width. So for this one, area is 54. That's got to equal length times width, or x plus 15 times x. So I'm going to distribute and get x squared plus 15x. That's going to equal 54. Same thing, get all our terms on the same side. Subtract 54, subtract 54. We get x squared plus 15x minus 54. That equals 0. Still got a factor. So I'm going to move my work up here. And 0 is going to equal, step 2 parentheses for this. We'll have x and x first. Now, factors of 54. This could be quite a lengthy list. 1 and 54, 2 and 27, 3 and 18. I think we also have 6 and 9. Okay. Now we need to get a pair that's going to give us 15. So for that reason, it could be either one of these two, 6 or 9 or 3 or 18. I know it's not going to be these. But if I look more closely, I notice I got a negative 54. And I have to get a negative answer. That means one of them has to be negative. And I'm not going to get a 15 if one of these two, 6 or 9, is negative. So I can cross that out. We're going to have to use 3 and 18. Now, if you get stuck in a situation like that, you got 2 to choose from. Choose one, solve for it, check it, see if it works. And the one that checks will be the one that's the correct answer. So to get a positive 15, my bigger number is going to be positive, positive 18, negative 3. That means that x is going to equal 3 or negative 18. Now again, we're talking about measurements. So we can't have a negative measurement. That means 3 is the only one that's going to work, which would be our width. Our width will be 3. And then our length would be that plus 15. So our length is going to be 18. Now, it's a difficult problem. It was a 4-point question. But if you know the steps, if you know how to use area formula, then you can get it correct.